Hi everyone, good evening. Good evening. Good evening everyone. How are we doing today? Class has started. How are you doing, Aisha? How are you doing, Abimbola? Good evening to all of you. Good evening, Renate. How are you all doing? Welcome to the class once again. How's our day today? I hope we had a productive day or a fun day or a good day or day already section. Let me hear how do you went? I want to hear how do you went. Evening to fair to okay, I feel like the shaking. I did went to thank you very much, Team Lady. Went all right. Miriam. Yeah, good evening, Chris. Yes, thank you very much. Welcome everyone to the class once again. Good evening, Esther. Good evening, Elome. Good evening, Felicia. I think I'm seeing a lot of familiar names now. Like I'm familiar with some of our names already. That's interesting. Welcome to the class. So, just a recap of what we've done so far. What did you do yesterday? What actually we did yesterday? Yeah, I think we spoke about data analysis. What about data analysis did you talk about? The different things you spoke about data analysis. Yeah, data entry was deep for yesterday, Andrew. But yeah, I'm glad I are still getting catching up. Basic data analysis. Oh, sorry about that. That didn't care. We'll get to chat again today. We did chat a little bit today, so we'll still touch on it today again. So yeah, in luck. Yeah, types of data analysis. What are the types of data analysis? Someone should even define data analysis. What is data analysis? What is data analysis? Tell me. Yeah, we did mean media and mode. We did practical application of data analysis. I'm asking what the types of data analysis are and what the definition of data analysis is. All right, Onome, that's a very good initiative. Please go through it on YouTube. Yeah, data analysis, types of data analysis, descriptive, referential, predictive, and prescriptive. Yes, thank you very much, Thelma. Future data analysis involves examining data to get information that can help in decision making. Yes, thank you very much, Fisher. Yes, thank you. Thank you. I've seen really interesting definitions. Data analysis is not the process of imputing and cleansing data. That's just a part of it. A part of it. That's still part of the data entry and management process. Yeah, so you have to do that first in the data analysis process. So more of Afolabi and Tolu Lopez definition. Process of inspecting, cleansing, then transforming the data for to discover useful information for decision making. Okay, I like that. Is it kind of difference between some and some if yes? And I think you learned the essential functions of data analysis. All right, thank you very much. So we're still on data management and analysis for this week. This is the last day for the week, so I hope you are looking forward to your few days break till next week Monday. Probably be a lot of tax for us to do before then. So far we've covered data entry and management. Let me hear what we still remember from data entry and management. We covered data entry and management on Monday. Yesterday we covered basic data analysis using Excel or Google Sheets, and to, and today we'll cover report generation and presentation. So let me just hear. So we've done the recap of yesterday. Let's do a recap of the first day. What do you remember learning from data entry and management? And I thought also data entry is, which was what the definition someone was putting there, whereby it's process of inputting data into a system for processing. Yes, we spoke about data management techniques, spoke about autofill and shortcuts, spoke about data validation. Thank you very much. It helps in record keeping and data analysis. Thank you. Sorry about your network. Gegeruwa. Yes, we talk about filtering and sorting. Thank you, Ashomi TV. All right, thank you. You guys are giving me joy. I like the fact that we're actually frozen. All right. Thank you very much. Yeah, we spoke about the use of templates. Thank you, Thelma. So today we're going to report generation and presentation. So now this is the cycle. You do your data entry first. You manage the data, make sure that it is properly organized, it is stored properly. Then you analyze the data, use the data to make some decisions. Use the data to make some decisions. Use the data to draw some analysis. So that's when we do the data analysis. Then when you've drawn the analysis of the data, you now have to show people this information you've drawn. And that is where we are into the report generation and presentation. So you have done your data analysis, you've gone from the beginning ground up, you've gotten to the point whereby you already have the information you want to pass. So this part is how to pass the information. How to pass the information. How to pass the information. Messi is saying she can hear me, but I believe others can hear me because I haven't gotten that complaint. So Messi probably try from check all the issues from your end. So report generation and presentation. First of all, you generate your report, then you present it, and that's what we're going through today. So let me know if you are with me. With me. If you are following. So, what is a report? A report is a structured document that organizes data and presents it clearly to convey insights and inform decision making. Let me come again. A report is a structured document that organizes data and presents it clearly to convey insights and inform decision making. So, yes, the data that you've analyzed, are going to present it clearly so that any insights that you've gotten from that data is going to be presented. That is just what we are trying to do. Okay, thank you. I have a few people that are following me. And why reports are important for virtual assistants? Like keep on mentioning and mentioning over and over and over again, informed decision making. So, as a virtual assistant, it's not ideal to make decisions most times based on hunches. You have to be able to tell your clients that this is why you're making decisions. This is why you're making this certain decision. That this is from this data, you can see that people like so and so. But therefore, let us produce more of so and so. So you're making informed decisions. So the clients need reports to assess performance or understand key metrics. So that is why one of the importance of for virtual assistants. Another one is the accountability. The reports show transparency and professionalism in how data is managed and interpreted. So it keeps you accountable, it keeps the data accountable, and also communication too. So you can use the reports to communicate the progress of any projects you're working on. You can use the reports to communicate the sales performance over the months, over the given time. I consider to check data trends of how different things have been faring, how the weather has been doing over the past few months, and so on and so forth. So this is why it is very, very important for virtual assistants to me. So what are the types of reports virtual assistants we need to create? First thing is a sales report. You need to create a sales report, summarize revenue and sales performance over a period of time. Project reports, track project milestones, tasks completed and upcoming deliverables. Expense reports also can provide a summary of expenses incurred, budgets used, and remaining funds. Client and customer reports. So you can provide reports on detailed interactions, queries, and feedback from customers. And also, we have social media reports, which is presenting metrics like the engagement, the comments, likes that you're getting on your social media posts, the the follower growth, and the performance overall of your social media channels. And those are the kind of reports you may need to create when the opportunity comes or when the need may arise. So, what are the key elements of a report? What are the key elements of a report? Key elements are those things that should be in a report. Those very important things that, okay, these are the things that make a report, the components that make a report. So this is what people will look out for in a report. So the first thing is your title. So you have to make sure that your title is clear and descriptive and tells the reader what the report is about. So you cannot just use vague titles. Imagine saying a title of just put monthly reports and like monthly report of what? Monthly report of what and which month? So you have to make sure that your your title is clear and is descriptive. I mean, it doesn't have to be too long, but it also has to pass the information. Then after the title, you have your summary and overview. So your summary and overview is a brief section that summarizes the key points and conclusions. This gives clients a quick view of the most important data. So you have your clear and descriptive title, you have your brief summary, and then next you have move to your main body, which is the report you're actually trying to bring out. So it's organized. Um, the data is organized, the charts, the tables, and the visual aids that present the full details. So you can have different sections and break down the content. So you can have a part for sales performance, you can have a part for customer feedback, you can have a part of product sales performance or region sales performance. Just make sure that the main body is very organized and straight to the point. Just telling the client or the audience the exact information you are trying to pass. Then next, you move to your conclusions or recommendations. So first of all, you're going to summarize the findings you've made, and then you now offer recommendations based on the data. So the summary could be something like, okay, we can be seeing that our monthly sales increased during the summer holidays, which is around August and September period. So based on this recommendation, let us increase our production during summer periods or periods when students are on holidays. So that way, you have first of all done your conclusion and I've also made a recommendation. Let me know that we're following. Let me know that we're following. Let me know that we're following. Um, so I think the next thing I would go to is the tools for report generation. So let me ask us because you've treated this already. So what are the tools for report generation? Let me hear from us. What tools do you think we are going to use to actually present our reports? Yes, perfect. We all got it. Sheets, Excel, MS Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Google Doc, Google Slides, Google Sheets. Thank you very much. Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel. There are tools that we can use to present our reports. And there are tools that we can use to present our reports. This is it here. So before I continue, I'm going to show us how to generate reports, but just a recap. Let me see if we're following. Why are reports important for virtual assistants? Let me hear your answers. Why are reports important for virtual assistants? What are the types of reports that virtual assistants may need to create? And what are the key elements of your reports? Let's go. I'd like to hear that. I just treated it, so I don't think it should be a problem for us. Yes, thank you, Taiwo Biola, for decision making. Thank you, Jibril Rainet, for accountability. Yes, thank you. Now, informed decision for accountability. Yeah, types of reports. Sales report is one of them. Informed decision making. Thank you, Ashwumi. Communication too. I think I was looking for that also. And transparency, yes. So experience report is also one of them. Yeah, sales expense reports, client customer reports. Yes, 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 yes. I'm glad. Thank you. So now let's move into the next thing. So first of all, how do we generate reports in our Google Sheets and Excel? So one thing, if I've been following the class so far over the couple of weeks, some of these things shouldn't seem difficult for us anymore if we have been practicing. So we just need to make sure that we're practicing because you will see that some of the things that I would go over today are things we've probably gone over one way or the other. So it's just now in a different way, compiling it together and bringing out our reports. So how do you generate reports in Google Sheets or Excel? So first of all, we collect and organize data, which is what we keep saying, the data entry in your management. So you have to ensure that after you collected data, the data is organized. You have to ensure that data is clean, accurate, and properly structured. So clear columns, clear rules with headers. I want to believe that these are things that we're already familiar with. I mean, yeah, if you are familiar with this already. Then the next one I can mention is the analysis and realizing functions for summary calculations. So this was what we did yesterday. We did Yes, thank you, Jibril. Do the functions for summary calculations. Some calculated tools show average, counts, marks, mean. And I'm sure we're familiar with all this already. So, for an example, you're creating your sales report for an online store. So you use some function to calculate the total sales for the month and average to show the average daily sales. So I'd like to hear from us because we spoke about if a lot yesterday. So what when we put if, add if to the function, like some if, what are we doing? What is that function actually doing for us? Some if. What is some if actually doing for us? So the next step is you insert tables or you insert charts. So you insert tables, you insert charts. Charts create a visual representation of data to make trends and patterns easier to understand. Yes, thank you, Aisha, for a particular product. Yes, that works. So it doesn't have to be a product per se. Yeah, so you identify the particular item. Yes, thank you very much. So it could be a region, it could be um, probably the gender. I wanted to check for only males or check for only females, but just a particular item, a particular section or particular category. So what are the types of charts that we have? These are the common types, but there are a whole lot more types than this. This is the bar chart. We have the pie chart. We have the line charts. So the bar charts is for comparing different categories like sales performance or different products. The pie chart is for showing proportions in the percentage of sales by product category. While the line chart helps you to show trend over time. For example, the sales trends throughout the month. So there are other different types of charts, but essentially you can stick to any of these common ones or just stick to the one that is accurately portraying the information and is portraying the exact information that you want it to portray. Because you won't use a line chart to you use a line chart to do percentage of sales by product category. It might not come out well. So make sure that you're using the right chart. Yeah, thank you very much. So how do you create a chart? So someone said she missed the chart yesterday. How to create a chart is that first of all you highlight the relevant data, which was what I did. And I'm going to do this again today, but it's the theory part. You click on insert chart in Google Sheets or Excel. Then you choose the appropriate chart type and customize it. So that is how you create a chart. Simple as should I say simple as ABC? Yes, simple as ABC. Esther said not so simple as ABC. As well. So step four, formatting for clarity. So after you've created the chart, you make sure that the headings and subheadings are clear. You use probably bold or underline them. Make sure the font size and the styles that you use is consistent. So headings can be larger, subheadings a bit larger than the body text is the normal font size, usually standard font size. To make sure that your color coding or highlighting are done in the right way. So make sure that okay, someone sees green. Naturally, we identify green to mean things are good. So if you're having profit, for example, now the profit is in green. If you're having loss, you know that it is red and it is danger. Don't say it, especially the if family. So if family is not so simple. Yeah, I think I can understand that. So someone asks, okay, someone is asking about flowchart. So flowchart is not necessarily part of what we are working with here. I'm sure I didn't mention. So flowchart, no. So flowchart is what's the best way to explain it now? So it's a diagram that shows the steps. It shows you the steps or sequences or decisions of a process or workflow. So you can be documenting. So you're trying to document. Okay, organogram. I think is one example of where people use a flowchart, or you're documenting and standardizing some processes. So you're trying to say that okay, this is how you get from process A to process Z or process D. So a flowchart is just used to show you. So it just has shapes and arrows and things like that. So it's different from the kind of charts that we are working with when it comes to spreadsheets and data analysis. This is meant for most times in you can use Asana, your project workflow. So you're using project management and different things. So it just shows you the steps or sequences. So yeah, that's just what the flow chart is for. So now that's generating reports in Google Sheets. Let's move to generating reports in Google Slide. Now we're going to generating reports in Google Slides or PowerPoint. So as usual, you organize your data, you organize your information. Before you begin creating a slide report, you gather and organize your data in a structured way. And the data can include different things that we've spoken about already, your sales figures, your project progress, expenses, customer feedback, or any relevant information for the reports you want to create. Then, since you're using a Google slide or PowerPoint, the first slide will be the title slide, something similar to what I'm doing. I'm not sure you notice that the first slide is always like a title slide, even in this presentation I'm doing for you. Then you have your title slide format. So, as always, your title should be descriptive. So, monthly sales report September 2024, and you can include the client's name or your name there. And you can also include the logo of your, if you're of your own business, if you are doing a freelance or you have your own agency or of your clients. And then there should be an executive summary slide where you talk about, like I mentioned, a brief summary of what the report is about. So if even a title slide, then it's executive slide, a summary slide. Then you start to add your data visualizations. So um, you can add your bar charts, your line charts, or pie charts, or any other charts straight from the Google Sheets or Excel, or you can create a chart. You create a chart in Google Slides that is linked to the data that you've worked with or you've created and analyzed in the Google Sheets and Excel. So you can now customize the charts in Google Slides. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Let me know if you understand what I'm saying. So for Foluke, Deborah, and Perpetua, let me know if you understood the flowchart part. So, just recapping, explaining this part again. So, you can create the charts in your Google Slides or your Google Power or your Microsoft PowerPoint and have it linked to your Google Sheets or your Excel. So that way, whenever the table or the data you've inputted in your Google Sheets or Excel is what is actually affecting the slides and the chart you create in your Google Slides or your Microsoft PowerPoint. You understand that now? Yeah, I'm sure we'll get to that. We're going to probably use a Google Doc for our exercise, like during the class. So I'll show us how to use it. So you can also do the same for Google Doc. I'm also going to move to Google Doc next. Treasure is saying no. What is the no for? So what's the next? You break down sections. So like we mentioned, the same way you do it in Google Sheets or the same way you do it in your standard operating procedure of creating a report, you break down sections. So each slide has different sections. So one slide could be the sales overview section, the other slide could be the expense section, the other slide could be customer feedback section. So just make sure you break down your sections. In the PowerPoint now, you're using different slides to signify different sections. Then, as usual, you had your conclusions and your recommendations. You had conclusions and recommendations, and you summarize the viral performance and offer next steps or suggestions for improvements, as we've said. And the last thing is that don't forget to review and make sure that all formatting is follows the best practices. So ensure that the fonts and colors are consistent. And when it comes to working with Google Slides or Microsoft PowerPoint, try to avoid too much text. So when it comes to you just report straight to the point. You don't need a lot of text because you are presenting something. So if I had a lot of text in these slides, you won't be able to get the information I'm trying to pass across past slide. So you have to keep it clean, you have to keep it concise. Yeah, don't when we link that to Google Docs, Treasure, I'm sure you get the hang of it. So now let's go to the next one, generating reports in Word or Google Docs. Generating reports in Word or Google Docs. Chosen, can I come again for which parts? So now we're talking about reports, generating reports in Word or Google Docs. So it follows the same format, just like in slides. Gather and structure your data. The difference is that when you're using a Google Docs, you need to use more text and you need to be more detailed. So unlike a Google Slides where you are straight to the point, majority of time you're working in Google Slides or PowerPoint. So when it comes to Google Docs, you can start inputting more details so that people can really understand. Okay, this is what you are trying to explain. First, next step is you create your title page. You open the Word or Google Docs with your title page. You include your client's name, your own name, the dates, and also any relevant logos or branding. Then you add a table of contents. Working with the Google Docs, you can actually get a table of contents, and the table of contents can be updating as you go. Then also you also have the executive summary, which I've spoken about before, like bringing an executive summary introduction section that gives an overview of what the report is about. So your title, your table of contents, your executive summary. Then you can organize the main body into sections, break the report into clear sections based on the content. So each section should be labeled with a heading. So unlike a slide, so in the Google Slides, you're breaking the section per slide, but here you're just using an heading to signify the next section. So I make sure that the formatting is also following the best practices. You use clear headers for each section. You keep the text concise but descriptive. That is very, very important to keep it, to make sure that the text you are bringing describes what you're trying to say. However, it's still short, it's not too long. And you can provide context for the data. So you see sales overview. An example could be you now put like a very, very short summary there again. Why sales increased or why expenses traded. Then next again, you insert your data tables and charts. You can insert your tables or charts within the body of the document to make the data easier to read and understand. So I'm going to show us how to insert tables when we open our Google Docs, but you go to insert, everything is there, you insert table. Whichever platform you're using, just go to insert your table or insert charts. So that's just it. Then you provide data analysis. So for each section, you add a brief analysis or explanation of the data presented. So you remember like we're analyzing the data. So you can say that okay, the sales of a product, say a 20% increase compared to August, primarily due to the launch of a new marketing campaign. So that's the analysis you should draw out from your data. So then you can now conclude and recommend that okay, based on this expense report, we recommend cutting back on non-essential purchases and reallocating the budget towards marketing because the marketing campaign is bringing in more revenue. You know, say that okay, let's spend more money on marketing so you can bring in even more revenue. That is a recommendation based on the data provided. So for those of you that might find yourself in the marketing, in working in the marketing field as a VA, this will really be helpful for you. Can I repeat the sixth slide? I'm assuming you mean the sixth step. So the sixth step, I said you have to insert your data tables and charts. So go to insert and insert table and select based on your data. Then how to insert charts. You click on insert also. You're going to see table. I think the table should be right above charts, but we're going to get there and I'm going to show us. And then you can select the chart type. And you can also copy and paste charts from Google Sheets or Excel if needed. And all those are going to actually see that. So what I'm saying is that now it's just what I'm saying now. So you can copy a chart from Excel or Google Sheets to your Google Docs or your Microsoft PowerPoint or your Google Slides or your Microsoft Word. Choosing that's what I'm saying. So you can copy the charts, you can copy the tables from Google Sheets to down to either of these tools that we're using to generate our reports and present our reports. So the last step, as usual, review and format the report, check for any grammar or data errors, check for consistency in terms of your fonts, your headings and subheadings. And you can add some design elements like line breaks, logos, or color highlights to make the report visually engaging, but still keep it as simple as you can. So now let's talk about presenting the report effectively. So you've created your report, you have to make sure that the report looks very presentable. So first of all, the visual appeal. Make sure the report looks professional and easy to read. Avoid avoid clutter and ensure important data stands out. Charts and tables. Use charts to simplify complex data. Tables can show detailed data, but charts provide quick insights. Then always include a section summarizing key points and takeaways so that the clients can just get to, like I mentioned, sales overview. That was probably section 18. So like why sales increased. So by that summary, the client already knows that okay, this report is trying to tell he, him or her while sales increased. So without digging through the entire document, you already have an idea of what you are trying to tell them. So tips for a professional report presentation: be clear and concise. Only include the most important information and provide and avoid overloading the report with unnecessary details. Tailor reports to client needs. Ensure the tailor. So first of all, the tips for a professional report presentation: be clear and concise. Yeah, you have to make sure your report is clear and concise. Like I keep saying, it doesn't have to be. You don't need too much text, but make sure that the text is descriptive. So you have to be clear, however concise. You have to tailor reports to the client's needs. Ensure that the report focuses on metrics or data that are relevant to your client's goals. So your client is trying to drive sales, improve sales performance, you won't be giving your clients a report that is talking about something totally unrelated. So you have to know what your client's needs and your client goals are. Then you also have to be wise when applying visuals. So don't overuse them. There shouldn't be too many charts or too many graphs because it can become confusing. And you have to be consistent with the formats that you are using. So use the same format, colors, fonts throughout the report so it looks polished and professional. So these are tips of creating your professional reports. Are we following? Let me know if I'm following. If you are lost, type I'm lost. Let the whole drag like I'm lost so that I'm not like yeah, I'm lost. But let me know if you are following. Okay, thank you. Elziba, thank you, Mupisola, thank you, Buki. All right. Thank you, Jibril. That's good. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Funke Elizabeth. So, what are the tips for creating professional results? And you just mentioned the things I've spoken about. What are the things we have to take into consideration to present our report effectively, and what are the tips for a professional report presentation? So that's what I just spoke about. Now, let me just hear from us what those are. So what are the tips for a professional presentation? Yes, clear and concise. Thank you. Tolulope, thank you, Taiwo. Clear and concise and clear. Thank you, Buki. Yes, proofread checks, dealer reports to meet clients' need. Consistency, consistency, consistency. Yes, I like that. I like doing the consistency came like 3 times. Yeah. Not too much visuals. Yes, use visuals wisely. Be consistent with fonts. Consistency with fonts. Use visuals wisely. Use visuals correctly. Use visuals wisely. Consistency. Tailor reports to clients' needs. Yes, thank you very much. So, our final notes. Review before sharing. Always double check your data and calculations. Accuracy is crucial in reports. You don't want to make a crucial mistake when presenting a report and leading to a decision that was made because of your reports, and eventually the decision was the wrong decision because you have presented a bad report. So ask for feedback. Asking for feedback is also important. So when you are sharing reports to your clients, ask if they need any additional insights or if anything is unclear. Just like the way I keep asking to make sure that okay, we are getting what we are getting, we are clear with what we are. Make sure you keep asking for feedback. And then continuous improvement. This is very, very, very important. So you have to regularly improve your report generation skills. So first of all, practice. Practice makes perfect, as they always say. So keep practicing. Try advanced functions and chat types. Keep practicing. Try advanced functions and chat types. Um, Look, try for those of us that are scared of the if function. Try the if function. There are so much more complex functions than that. So make sure you try those functions. Yes, thank you very much. I like the fact that we are getting the hang of this. Yeah, that's good. That's awesome. So there's an exercise. So this one is not to be submitted. You can screenshot it now. Well, so that you can have it with you. It's about 4 pages. So this one is just for you to do within yourselves. The assignments or quiz will be sent through the LMS. So this one is just for you to explore on your own. So form a group. So just pick yourselves. I think there was an assignment I gave that I asked you all to do within yourselves and form a group then. So just screenshot this. It can be more than three. Sorry about that. I wanted to change this number. So it can be two, three, four, five in a group. Or just liaise with your colleagues, form a group. Some people are still talking about the tips for professional. Let me know if you're with me. I mean, so even if you don't have a general WhatsApp group, you can exchange emails. You can use your emails to communicate with each other. So you can communicate via your email. So and let me know if you have screenshotted this so I can just move to the next slide. All right, thank you, Aisha. Thank you, Mubisola. Okay, someone has taken a screenshot. So the next, so the exercise, you're going to form a group. So just me explain. So you're going to screenshot it. You're going to first of all enter data. So that's the first part of your data entry after being your group. Then this is the data you're going to enter. So screenshot data. So the data is in two slides. So this is the first part. So you're going to enter this data into your Google Sheets as you've done in the classes that we've been working on. So you can see the data is not organized in a table or in Google Sheets. So You're going to type in this data in a Google Sheet. So let me know if you screenshotted of this data. Okay, I think someone has screenshotted this already. So just one or two more people, then we're going to move to the next data. Uh, Okay. So this is the second data set. So you have how you know that you're on track is we started from order ID 1001 to order ID. So how you know you're on track is you start from order ID 1001 to order ID 1010. So if you screenshotted the second part, let me know. Okay. So like I said, it's not to be submitted. So this is the after you've done the data entry, then you do your data analysis. This is what you have to do. Then you generate your reports. Yeah, this is the final slide. So this is what you're saying, the tax you have. So you're not to submit it to. So nobody should. All right. So for those of us that did not get it, once the note is uploaded, it's in the note. So once the note is uploaded, you still have access to be able to see it. So I just want those that want to start working on it now to have an start. So that's just it. Let me know. We're going to move into the theory and into the practical part of our class soon. But let me know if you have any questions. If you have any questions. Don't worry, you're going to get the notes. You're going to get the notes. I'll show you. Okay, someone wants me to show the last line again. Yes, it's a group assignment, but not to be submitted. It's a group assignment, but not to be submitted. I'm showing the last slide. So how do you merge two cells and rows? So can I ask if I can explain data entry? So data entry is just entering the data into um, a spreadsheet. So you're just putting data into a spreadsheet. So how did you all pair the last time I did a group project? I think you all exchanged emails, right? Correct. So I think you can do that again. So using emails will even be better. So it's will train you on all the skills you need, plus some of the skills you need for virtual assistance. So someone that asked about what data entry is again. Data entry, like I mentioned, is the process of inputting data into a system. So it's very, very critical. So it just involves like um, putting the data into a system. Then data management is the process of organizing, storing, and maintaining the data. So that is what data entry is. So that how do we merge two cells and rows? I'm guessing we move to the practical parts. I'm going to show us how to do that. So yeah, you should be able to submit your assignment before the deadline. You should be able to submit your assignment before the deadline. Let me see. I would like to see if I can answer that person's question. So I'm sharing a different part of my screen now. Who's the person that asked about how do we merge again? So okay, favor. You asked how do we merge? How do you merge two cells and rows? So I'm assuming you mean if you can see my screen. So I'm assuming you mean these two cells. Like for example, you want to merge this cell A3 and cell B3. So you highlight both cells. You highlight both cells. Then you click on merge. So favor, let me know if you got that. Okay. You get it. So that's how you merge two cells. You highlight both cells you want to merge. Let me come again. So you highlight it. Then this is merge here. Merge cells. So just click on merge cells. And then it is merged. Yes, there's a practical aspect right after the break. So right after the break, we'll move into the practical proper. Yes, sure. We are coming back. I'll just share this one to explain. When you say rules merging, so okay. So I'm going to leave the mean if I want to do this now, B4 and B5. So it's the same thing. You hold shift down, you come here, and you click on merge. Probably for Motsunrai, your question. No, I don't think I need you to reach out to. There are assignments that are going to be done through the LMS. So once you do the quiz, they'll be sent through the LMS. The feedback will be given to you immediately. Yeah, so the feedback will be given to you immediately for the quiz questions. For this one, no. You can ask me any more questions probably during our next class. Okay, so NM said there's a Telegram group. All right, now. So I think we can go on break. So I think we can go on our break now. Hi everyone, welcome back. Welcome back. I was break. Let me know if you're back from the break. Let me know if you're back. If you're back, you're like, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Seems you're not back. Oh. Okay, let's give 2 more minutes for it to reach it. It's 10. Okay, tell me it's back. If you're not back, say you're not back. Only tell me it's back. Okay, Francisca is back. Welcome back. Eva is back. Okay. Okay, I like it. So hope I've rested. I'm moving to the practical part now. I'm done with the theory part of the. I'm moving to the practical part. I want people to come once it's 8:10. I'm going to start proper. So this is data entry part already. So remember, when you want to start your data report, you do your data entry, data management, and your data analysis, then reporting. So this is the reporting part already. All right. This is the data has been entered already. So the data has been entered already. Next, we're going to analyze. The data has also been sorted. I'm sure you can see it. The headers, the things have been in bold formats. So now I'm going to start doing a little bit of analysis. So let's say what I want to do is, so since I have data, first I'm going to create a new sheet for it. So that I don't mess up the data. So I'm creating the new sheet. So this is the new sheet now. Or I'm going to even duplicate it. I think this will be better. So I'm duplicating it. I'm duplicating it to another sheet so that I can actually analyze data from here. So the first thing I'm going to want to look for, let's say I want to look for the total sales per region. So let's say total sales per region. So for someone that asked about, this is it. This is how to merge sales. This is how to make it. So if you're looking for total sales per region, it's going to be the region column and the corresponding sales. So it's going to be the corresponding region. and let's add the sales amount for that region. So now, let's say we want to find, yeah, what regions do we have here? We have Lagos. Let's list them. We have Lagos here. We have Abuja. Bukola, what's not clear to be exact? What is not clear? We have Lagos, we have Abuja, we have ports. I'm just starting. So I said I want to get the, so this is the data set we have. So I have the products, tech gadget A, tech gadget B, office chair, laptops. Those are the products that have been sold in this data set that I have. This is the sales amount for each of these items that have been sold. The order ID is the transaction ID, or like the unique ID number that we put for a transaction is in sequential order. The the region in which it was sold is also there. So different regions in Lagos or different cities, we might say. The salespersons are also there. So we have Samuel Adewale, Grace Eze, or probably I should have used names from we in the class. Then the date that it was sold is also here. So this is the date it was sold. So all this was sold in the month of September, from different dates in September. So that's just it. So now I'm moving to the so this is the data entry part. This part is like the data set. Probably you found the data on your own, data was given to you, or you enter the data yourself. So this is the data. So we're going to now move into the analysis part of it. So this is the analysis part. I said I want to find the total sales per region. So let's say I want to find the total sales per region. I'm going to list all the regions out. So we have Lagos, we have Abuja, we have Port Harcourt. I've listed them. So we also have Kano. So if I want to find the total sales per region, we remember like I want to find the sum of total sales per region. And remember our formula sum if. So it's going to be okay equals to, remember our formula sum if. So the sum if first of all is going to come here. We are choosing from this set, if you remember. Then this is to identify that it is Lagos. Then this is where we are taking the sales amount from, if you remember. So then that's it. So I want to change this Nigerian naira. So we have the total sum for Lagos was 135,000 naira. 135,000 naira. I hope we got that. 135,000 naira. Okay, someone wants me to zoom in. Zooming in is going to make it complicated. So probably try zooming in your screen or taking your screen to the highest resolution. Because I mean, it has to be going up and down. So if you didn't get it, then it means you haven't gotten some things in the previous classes. So what I did basically was sum if, and we worked on sum if yesterday. I'm going to redo for Abuja, Port Harcourt, and Kano, not for Lagos. I did sum if a number of times yesterday. Let me know if you got it. I'm going to do for Abuja now. So I'm going to redo for Abuja now. So it's going to be the same thing, equals to, now pay attention, sum if, open bracket. So the sum if now we are coming from this region. because this is where we want to pick Abuja from. So we put it, then we write Abuja because it's Abuja we are picking from that region. Okay, someone wants to know where the nearest sign came from. I'm going to show us now. So Abuja from that region. Then this is where we want to pick the sales amount from. So sales amount from, so we close brackets, then enter. So that is it. We have it is 108,000 naira. So somebody asked, where did I see the naira sign? So this is where I saw the naira sign. Go to formats, click on formats, then click on number. So basically, this format is trying to tell us that okay, when you click on number, it's trying to tell you, is it a text? What to do with the text? If you want to bold align, if you want to align, if you want to wrap. I think we did wrap before. So you go to number. Now you're going to choose which kind of number it is. You might not see this on some old versions of Excel. You might not see naira there. You probably see dollars. You might not see naira. But when you click on number, you tell it that okay, should it automatically assign the kind of value that it is, or should it be a plain text? Should it be a number, or should it be in percentage? Should it be in a scientific format? Should it be an accounting figure? Should it be a date, a time, or is it a duration? So you have Naira here. In some cases, you might not see Naira here. You have to click on custom currency, then look for Naira. So for Omotola, let me know if you got that. So that is how I got Naira here. So let me know if you've gotten that. Okay. So now how to do for Port Harcourt also because of our time. Let's try and move fast. So for Port Harcourt is the same thing. Sum if we come here, this is where we want. This is where Port Harcourt is. So bring out Port Harcourt from there. Then the sales. So we're trying to find the total sales for Port Harcourt. So that is it. Now we have 90,000 naira for Port Harcourt. So now let's look for Kano. So Kano sum if, remember the same way coming from this region. I'm going to get for Kano, and this is where we are getting our sales figure from, the sales amount for it. So there you have it now. You have your total sales for Lagos, total sales for Abuja, total sales for Port Harcourt, total sales for Kano also and Port Harcourt. So that is it. So I'm going to move to the next thing that I want to do. So let's say I want to summarize sales by product. So on this same sheet. So I now know sales by per region. So let's now do sales per product. So it's going to be products and sales amount. So before I did sales per region, which was what I did here. Sales per region. So now I'm doing sales per product. So what are the products we have? Tech. Um, Let me just do Control C and copy. So you have tech gadget A, tech gadget B, office chair, and laptop. I believe those are the only gadgets that we have existing there. So now we want to get um, the sales amount for each of these gadgets. So as usual, equals to sum if open brackets come here next tech gadget A, then this is the sales amount where we're getting our sales amount from close bracket enter. So we have 135,000 naira. So tech gadget A sold 135,000 naira. So here too we also have some if, but here it's going to be tech gadget B now. So this is the same thing. If you want to do the total, yes, you can do the total, but this is what we're trying to analyze something. And when you're trying to analyze, you have to draw segments. But you can also do the total and say, okay, this is the total amount of sales. So for office chair, it's the same thing. So for office chair, the same thing. Some if no, some if. So we're getting from here, and we're getting looking at office chair, and then this is where we're getting our sales figures from. Enter. Uh, so office chair. So the next one is laptop. What we want to do total sales for two regions, maybe Lagos and Kano. So you can just add up Lagos and Kano. So you can just be like Lagos plus Kano here. Which part did you not get? What I've been doing, Esther, no, Elizave is basically the same thing. For Lagos and Kano, just add Lagos plus Kano. Since we already brought out Lagos, we already brought out Kano. So this one now is for laptop. So it's going to be the same thing. So everything I'm doing is repetition currently. So I'm just moving fast so we don't. But it's repetition. So don't think I'm doing something else. I'm just using some if. Have used some if 7 times now. This is the 8th time I'm using some if. On the message, okay, Onome was not in yesterday's class. Yes, you need to go through yesterday's class. Some if then I want to get from the sales amount also. So this is it. So now we have sales product for tech gadget A, 155,000 naira. Sales product for tech gadget B, 115,000 naira. Sales product for office chair, 93,000 naira. Some sales amounts for laptop, 155,000 naira. So this is my analysis already. I've done a simple analysis. So the next thing that we want to do is create visualizations. So we want to create a visualization for it. So in other words, we want to create a chart for it. So that's what we want to do now. So before I move, and please let me know if you understand what I mean, what I your question now. I said you just want to add Lagos and Kano together since you've already brought out Lagos and Kano. No, you can't drag it down and change, but no, you can't. How is it now? Can you hear me? Okay, yeah, I'm back. Yeah. Sorry about that. So I was explaining someone's precious question, and precious asked if you can just drag down and change each product instead of typing formula for each product. And no, it will not work. That being that tech gadget A, tech gadget B, office chair, laptop. First of all, they don't move in sequential order. And secondly, they don't identify as cells. So if we're dragging down, we'll be dragging down and it will probably be affecting B2 to B3, C2 to C3. So it will not give us exactly what we want. So we can't drag down in this case. We can drag down in other cases. So now let's move to the next thing, which is creating our charts. So let's say we want to create a chart with region. So I've highlighted the region, I've highlighted sales amount. So I go to insert, I want to insert charts. And I think here, I'll just say like a pie chart will probably be the best here. So let me know if you can see my screen. So this is a chart. I've done a pie chart for our sales amount. Let me bring it down a bit more. So this is pie chart for our total sales amount. So we can see that Kano has the biggest pie. Port Harcourt is the smallest, so we've not sold in Port Harcourt as much. Abuja is the second smallest, while Lagos is the biggest. So most of our sales have been in Kano. So let me know if you are following. So I'm going to create another. Let me create another chart. Let's see. So let me use, instead of using a bar chart this time around, let me use something else. Let me use this. So yeah, this works. A bar chart. So it tells us that laptops have had the most sales. So for someone that said that they missed yesterday's, they didn't get the part of when I talked about creating charts yesterday's class. I hope you've gotten it now. And if you're struggling to get it, yes, you can. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me first do this part. So this is the charts part now. We have Lagos, we have for region, we have for products. So laptop has the highest, as you can see. We've sold more laptops. So we've sold more tech gadget A than tech gadget B. And for some reason, a lot of people are not buying office chairs. So they're probably not buying office chairs. If Oluwa said she can't hear me, I think I'm clear now. So yeah, probably just check your network if Oluwa. So we can see that okay, people are not buying office shares again, and we can look at okay, why are people not buying office shares again? Probably because we are now in a remote first environment whereby work is now shifting remote. So there are not as many offices as there used to be. So therefore there won't be as much demand for office chairs as one would like. So that is it. Um, so let me know if you've gotten up to this point. Let me see how I've missed. So so for your question, supposed to move into the presentation part, but I want to answer um what's her name? Peace, yes, peace Chinanza. That cannot work. That would not work, unfortunately. That would not work.
I like the I like the way you are thinking, so that would not work. However, there are alternatives that will work. And let me see if I can. So we must okay. So one thing I should chat again. The chat is pretty much straightforward. Okay, I'll do the first one again, just the first one again. So I'm going to do the first chat again, but I want to answer um Peace question. So Peace, the formula you suggested will not work. But if you wanted to do Lagos plus Kano, hope you're paying attention. So you can what you're going to do now is you're going to add those two um formulas. So now if you are saying it, this is the formula, this first formula is the formula to get the one from Lagos plus the formula to get the one from Kano. Then it's equals to everything equals to sum if the formula to get the one from Lagos plus sum if the in brackets getting the one from Kano would give us what we want in total. Let me come here so we can have it 290,000. I'm sure this is, yeah, this is not even so this is it basically. So these things are affecting it. So let me let me make sure that the right things are what is there. So then mhm, then this then this is what we did on that is affecting the value. So so that's the best way you can do it. So you sum if Lagos, then to give you some if it's Kano. So someone wanted me to no, it doesn't have to be on the same page. I can create another sheet and put the visualization there. For reference, I'm just making sure it is here. So someone wanted me to do this chart again, so I'm going to do the chart again. But for any other else question, yeah. So then treasure, for treasure, I've not yet opened Google Docs yet, but once I open Google Docs, you'll see that I can actually copy it to Google Docs. So I want to insert the chart again. So this is it. You saw it. I hope you got it now. So just insert chart. Then when you insert it, it will automatically choose one for you, but you can come and change it here. You can change it here. Okay, Lagos, Abuja, this is the bar chart you want to use. You can go back to your pie. You can just change it there. So that is it. So I think the next thing now is our report. So far so good. We've not really started our report. This is just the good docs. This is just it. So I'm going to So I'm going to create a report now. I'm going to create a report now. Can you see my screen? So I want to use a Google Docs to do my reports. So what title I'm going to give the report? So let's say I'm going to give it sales sales report September 2024. So this is the title of my report, sales report September 2024. You can insert, I click insert here, you can insert a line. So like it demarcates sections. So you can use a line to demarcate sections. So this is my sales report now. What next? What is next? So I can say like I'm just going to write something brief and fast because of our time. So I can say the purpose of this report. So this is my summary overview, as I've said. Um, I will probably not put in table of contents here because this report is going to be as short as it can. But when working in Google Docs, it's usually good to put a table of contents. Your Google Doc report is going to be voluminous. So yes, I want to create a report with Google Docs. Yes, I know that that's what I want to do. So the purpose of this report is to analyze the sales for September 2024 across the four regions, four regions, and for various products. Yes. So you can just see like the report summarizes total sales by region and products and provides key insights based on the data analysis. So that's it. So I can also create another line here. Yes. Then I can be like, okay, the summary of findings. So this part is not important, but you can decide to put it also. So I'm just going to put it here. Yes. So we can see I've put the summary of findings, total sales by region. You can see that Kano has the highest overall in terms of amount. So Kano was driven by the laptop sales, as you can see. Laptop were the highest selling products, and it was through Kano. Um, while Lagos sold more in other different products. Um, so this is the report of our findings. So now let's move to our chart. So I can paste its links. So can we see the chart you created? I have a feeling that we're going to be lost. Yeah, the details I had it written down already somewhere, so I just copied it. But this is the same thing that we already said. So because of our time, I didn't want to start typing every single thing. So so this is just like okay, what was in the table? I just wrote it out already. Total sales by region: Lagos, Abuja, Port Kano. I know that Kano are the highest. Total sales by products: tech, gadgets, tech gadget A, tech gadget B, office chairs and laptops. So now I want to go back to the chart now because the chart is more important. This summary of findings is not really important. It's just English that we found. But I want to show us how I copy the charts. So I believe you can see this screen. I'm back to the spreadsheet. I'm back to the spreadsheet now. This is the spreadsheet where we've created our columns before. So this is what I did. These three dots you see here, you click it. Please let me know you are following. You click on copy charts. You click on copy charts. That those three dots you see here, you click on copy charts. Then I'm going to go back to my Google Docs now. So I'm opening my Google Docs. So here I can now click on paste. So now it's showing me two options. Remember I mentioned something and someone was asking that can you paste something and it's linked? So now I can paste it linked to my spreadsheet. So what it means when I paste it linked to my spreadsheet that if I make any edit to the chart on my spreadsheet, the edit is going to reflect here. But if I paste on it, to just paste as an image and if I make any edits again to the spreadsheet, the edit is not going to reflect here. That is just what paste link to spreadsheet and paste on linked is. So I'm going to choose paste linked. So this is the chart already. You can see Lagos. So this one is total sales by region. So let me know if you got what I did here now. I want to do for the next one. So this one is total sales by region. I want to do for sales by products. Review said no, no for what? So sales by products. Now I want to do it. I'm going to go back to my spreadsheet. I'm back to my spreadsheet now. I hope my screen is not. I'm back to my spreadsheet now. Someone says, no, it's not compulsory for the chart to be on another doc. You can do it however you please. So for those of you that are not clear, listen now. I've gone back to my spreadsheets. So just pay attention. I didn't copy the report. It's only the charts I'm copying. Elizabeth, it's only the charts I'm copying. For those that are asking report, it's only charts I'm copying. Please copy only the charts that I created on Google Sheets Google Doc. And I want to do it again now. I want to show us how to copy the chart again for the second one. So I'm going to go to. So now that I'm back on my sheet, I'm going to come to this second chart, which is sales amount. Can you see copy charts? Can you see copy charts? That is what I'm using. So I click on copy charts. Then again, I'm back here, sales by products. link to spreadsheets, paste. So I've done the chart for this also now. So let me know if you are with me. Our time is fast spent. Elizabeth, which report are you talking about? Are you talking about the summary findings? If the summary findings, yes, I just quickly summarized a little about it already. But that's the only thing I copied. For every other thing else, I typed. We're not copying the link. We're just copying the chat. I showed us already how I title the document. If you want to title the document, just come here. You can see where. Okay. Oh, sorry. So is it showing? Let me see. Yes, it's showing my document now. So you can see this is how I this is how you change the title. So you just come there, just put your cursor here, click on it, and you can change the title. So now we've done our chart. So what is the next thing? Conclusion and recommendation. Conclusion. Links based on NMS. I have no idea what you're talking about. I think conclusion and recommendation. So now what's the conclusion and recommendation? So you could now be like you can now start based on the analysis. Kano had the highest overall sales. So which was primarily driven by laptops. Can be like which was driven by laptops. So you can the other things you could see in your conclusion, then your recommendation. Sorry, I didn't get the spelling of recommendation here. So you can now come like, okay, what are you recommending now? In your recommendations, this shouldn't be pulled again anymore. Sorry. So what are the things you want to recommend now? So in your recommendations, you could be like focus marketing and sales. Yeah, the summary findings I had it written somewhere else before. So but it's basically focus marketing and sales strategies on Lagos for on Kano, sorry, on Kano for for lap for laptops because why demand is high for laptops in Kano and we had the most sales, so we can actually so there are other insights we can bring out. We can be like, okay, spend more, focus on Lagos for the other gadgets. So that there are other recommendations we can bring out, there are other conclusions we can bring out. But this is just a brief, as our time is fast spent. So let me see questions that we may have. Thank you. Favor is with me. So Elizabeth, yes, the summary of findings I had it written somewhere, so I just copied it. But what it's there is what is in the table. Total sales by region in the table, so I just copied from the table. Total sales by products, I just copied from the table, so I had it written. So that is just what is there. If you want to copy a link to Google Doc, yeah, Adenike, I don't know if this is what you're talking about, but this is how you copy link. You come here, you click on share, you click on share. This is it, it's showing copy link. But before you copy link, make sure you give access to that. Anyone with link can either view, comment, or edit it. That's how you copy a link of a Google Doc. So that is it. That is how you copy a link. Then you go and paste wherever you want to paste it. So let me know if you've got the things you've done today so far. So I've shown us how to create a report. So this is a sales report already. This is our sales report. Let me see if I can. I want to see. So this is our sales report already. So you can use a Google Doc, you can use your Google Styles, preferably anyone you want to use. I don't see how I can. There should be a way for me to make it into two screens. I'm just going to see that here. But yeah, so let me know. Yes, you still have to practice. All right. So let me just know if we all got it. If you're with me, let me know if you're with me for this part. So that's it. We're done for this week for data management and analysis. So we've done basic data, we've done data entry and management, we've done basic data analysis, and now the data we've analyzed, data we've entered, we've done a report and presentation on it, generation on it. So that is it. Let me know. I have to say, please let's talk in the comment box. We're almost done with the class. If you've gotten it, let me know if you've gotten it. All right, thank you very much, Eric. Thank you, Rosalind. Thank you. Thank you, Elise. Elise. Thank you, Favor. Thank you, Amache. Thank you, Elizabeth. All right, thank you, welcome. Thank you. Thank you to the live. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Happy Bola. So copy the link on Google Doc. Just watch the review of the play of the class. Just watch the play of the class or ask your colleagues. They will put you through. Put you through the class is really one. So watch the replay, ask your colleagues, you will get it. Andrew. So thank you, Atron. Thank you, Francisca, sorry. Thank you, Omotola. Thank you for Lashati. Thank you, Charles. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you, Feshayo. Thank you, Canino. Thank you, Lubi. Thank you, Dania, Julius. Listening, Dana, thank you very much. All right. So that's the end of our class. Do have a great night. Do have a great night, everyone. I hope you all have a great night. Um, thank you.